This series of videos is about business agility at the enterprise level. I'd like to present a few simple ideas for your legal, procurement, HR, and other enterprise teams to work in a little bit more agile format. In the first video, I talked about some simple ideas on working with your attorney to make future master services agreements with your vendors just a little bit more agile, following your sprint or increment schedule. In this video, I'd like to talk about some ways of crafting the statement of work, the more specific contract that falls underneath the master services agreement, to be a little more agile. And again, following your sprint or increment process. For my next tips, especially for statements of work, I recommend breaking what you and your vendor can do, I'll say in their sleep, and fixed price that part. Give a fixed price, a fixed time for that part, and leave the rest to time and materials. Most people try to jam all of that, both the stuff that they can do in their sleep and the stuff they're not too sure about, into one contract. Of course, even if the vendor has done it a million times before, you need to be clear in a fixed price contract that there's going to be very short review periods to make sure they're staying aligned, that there's no defects, that you're getting exactly what you both thought you agreed to at the beginning of the contracting period. The development team is still required to participate in the same key cadence of meetings that everybody follows, whether that's a 2-week sprint, 12-week increment, or whatever you're following. Our expectation is the vendor will plan a demo every 2 weeks in the contract, even for a fixed price, and the vendor state what they plan to demo at least at the end of the first 3 sprints, maybe 6 weeks, and then propose a higher level objectives of what they're going for in the next 3. Every demo will have to meet certain acceptance criteria, again, even in a fixed price contract, developed and confirmed by management. So the bottom line, if you're working with an experienced vendor, somebody who's helping develop software with you, hopefully it's somebody that you've worked with many times in the past, you find those pieces that, frankly, you don't lose sleep over. You still need them. It may be infrastructure, it may be specific tools that you know you need, and try to fix price those, especially if they've done it multiple times before. But still being very clear about the review periods so you can check in and make sure you're aligned from the very beginning. On the rest, put it into a T&M or time and materials contract where you are continually coming up with the requirements at all times. And remember, though I used to be an attorney, this is not legal advice. Please work very closely with your attorney for the final language of your contracts. I'll see you next video.